Hello, everyone. Chaotic.Neutral here to talk about how to become a griefer in GTA Online. This will be actual advice from an actual griefer, and not clickbaiting garbage like many similar videos. The first step towards becoming a griefer is to adjust your perception of death within the game. Many players take personal offense to being killed in GTA Online. They see it as an evil, senseless thing to do. They see the 1-0 on the screen and react as if someone had punched them in the face in real life. This is simply not true. Getting killed in GTA Online is meaningless and changes nothing. Grinders don't understand this, which is what makes it possible to grief them in the first place. All griefers must accept death as an inevitability. You will die. You will get killed by other players. This is to be expected. If you've never griefed before, you likely still cling to unenlightened ideals such as morality and empathy. These impure thoughts must be purged in order for you to ascend to grieferhood. Start small. Trap somebody inside of a store or troll them with an RC vehicle. You need to get used to the idea of tormenting other players for fun. You can start with relatively harmless methods like these before you dip into actual griefing. Once you're comfortable trolling, the next step is killing. It's easiest to desensitize yourself to this by starting with impersonal methods like the orbital cannon or the submarine missiles. These allow you to get used to killing other players without having to be in close contact with them. You can speed up the process by sending naughty messages to the players you kill this way. Text them 1-0 or trash and watch as they rage, exposing their true toxicity for you to see. After doing this for a while, you can get more personal. Fly around in a vehicle with lock-on missiles and shoot them at other players. This is still pretty hands-off, since you don't really have to get close to them, but you now risk dying. As we discussed before, getting killed has basically zero real consequences, but it's still an inconvenience if your vehicle is destroyed, since you'll have to find another one. This is the point where you should probably decide whether or not you're going to use God mode. From a griefing standpoint, there are arguments both for and against this, but ultimately, it depends on how much of a challenge you want the game to be. Using God mode will allow you to kill any player with ease, but refraining from using it will let you build skills that otherwise you wouldn't bother with. Whether or not you're going to use God mode is up to you. If you're on console, there are glitches you can use to give yourself God mode, and on PC, you can use any mod menu to do this on demand. Some griefers look down on those who use it, but from my perspective, as long as you're griefing, I don't really care what methods you use. I support you regardless. Overall, I would recommend using it situationally. Personally, I played for an extended period of time to build skill in sniping, using jets, and so on, but this is optional. At times, using God mode may even be a necessity, for example if you want to grief a huge car meet in person. Regardless of whether or not you choose to use God mode, eventually you will have to fight players on the ground. This is an essential skill for the aspiring griefer, especially since there is a definite stigma surrounding players who are trash on the ground and leave the session when their vehicle of choice is destroyed. It's absolutely critical that you know how to snipe, spam missiles, and use first-person mode. If you leave the session after being killed, you're trash. Stick it out, practice your ground combat, and eventually you'll be able to destroy anyone in your path, whether you're using God mode or not. Once you have some level of competency in vehicles and on the ground, it's time to enter the big leagues. It's time to destroy cargo. During your time in the game, you've surely seen the bright red notifications encouraging you to destroy rival players' cargo. Whether it's special cargo, vehicle exports, or something else, these notifications are an invitation to partake in a unique form of degeneracy that is specific to GTA Online. Destroying cargo is without equal in terms of griefing potential. It is a direct punch in the proverbial wallet of any player unlucky enough to get griefed this way. It robs them of their initial investment and denies them a potentially huge payout. Once you willingly destroy cargo, knowing that you will receive little to no reward for doing so, you are a true griefer. You have ascended to a level of enlightenment unattainable in most other games. Once you're a griefer, you can't be beat because you have nothing to lose, and grinders stand no chance. You are unstoppable. Once you reach this point, keep griefing, keep destroying cargo, kill as many players as you can. They deserve it. They earned it. Get your high scores. Get your $2,000. Give L's to grinders.